Hi there and welcome to today's vlog. Now I had in mind what I was going to speak about today, but that's changed, and there are two reasons, or two particular issues if you like, or subjects I want to share with you today. The first is that this week, I don't know if you missed it, it's been an important event in some people's lives. It was World Toilet Day this week. Now, I don't know if you can imagine what it would be like to live without easy access to a toilet or to have clean water on tap. We have become so used to having those kind of things in our society that perhaps it's almost impossible for us to imagine what it might be like to live without. And yet, as I understand it, the statistics or the evidence would show that something like 2 billion people in the world today don't have access or don't have easy access to toilet facilities and to clean water. And in a world where there are so many rich people, so many rich nations, isn't that a tragedy? Well, World Toilet Day, I guess, was partly to draw attention to that horrific statistic, but also to encourage people to engage in this initiative called toilet twinning. And what that means is you make a donation to the Toilet Twinning organisation, which comes under the umbrella of Tear Fund, which is a Christian relief and development charity. Excuse me. And so if you pay £60, then your toilet is twinned with a toilet in somewhere in the world where toilet facilities are few and far between, so that you are given a particular toilet somewhere in the world that your toilet in your home is twinned with. And Sue and I did that when we lived in Leicester, but when I read about World Toilet Day, I realised we hadn't twinned our Doncaster toilet with we hadn't twinned our Doncaster toilet, so we sent our donation yesterday, I think it was, and so we'll get our little certificate we can hang up in our bathroom, and that seems to me a great initiative. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already, and if you can afford £60, or you can donate more, twin more toilets. That is a really powerful and helpful and supportive initiative. So all you need to do is go to toilettwinning.org. Toilet twinning is all one word, .org, and you'll be able to find there all the details that you need to do that. Christian love is about sharing what we have with those who have very little, and it seems to me this sort of initiative, like the Toilet Twinning initiative, is an excellent way, or one really good way we can do that. And I've just been on the Toilet Twinning website, and it seems that already this week over 1,000 toilets have been twinned, and that's really going to make a difference in people's lives, practical difference. The other thing I wanted to talk with you, to share something that was on Facebook yesterday. Some of you will have heard of a lady called Philippa Hanna. Philippa is a singer-songwriter. She's a Christian. She lives, I think, in Sheffield, so not too far from here. And I follow her on Facebook, and she posts some really interesting stuff there. Philippa is currently in an expectant state. She's pregnant, and they're expecting, her and her husband expecting their first child. Obviously it's a girl. Philippa's decided she wants to know, and so it's a little girl they're expecting. I don't know, I think if Sue and I are never going to have any more children, but if we were, I think I'd prefer to wait and have a nice surprise on the day, but I know that some people prefer to know whether it's boy or girl. Anyway, Philippa's having a little girl, and she wrote something really thought-provoking, helpful to many, I think, bearing in mind the what's happening around us, and the fact that so many people are anxious and fearful and uncertain, and that many have lost loved ones. And you may remember that in a recent vlog I mentioned this book that I'd read recently called Within Heaven's Gates. It's a book originally written in the 19th century. This lady who was very, very poorly had this kind of vision, if you like, of being in heaven, of what heaven might be like, and wrote a book. And this has been updated and reprinted, and I really enjoyed reading that. Very interesting and again thought-provoking. But of course we don't really know what heaven is like, other than it's going to be a good place, and it's there for all who believe in the Lord Jesus. And I want to really read to you what Philippa Hannah put on her Facebook page this week. In fact, it was yesterday. This morning I woke up to several posts about grief. As I considered this, grieving alongside my friends, something powerful came to mind. Right at this moment, my baby doesn't know where she is. The warm space she occupies, suspended in her tiny reality, is all she knows. She doesn't know that the cord she is attached by is what keeps her fed and breathing. She doesn't know that this cord is attached to me. She doesn't know that as she waits there in the safety of her small space, I am decorating a room for her, creating a new space, preparing a way. She can't see me readying everything she will need for her next chapter, fighting battles to keep her safe. She doesn't know that for her arrival, loving arms wait. All my unborn child knows is that she is content where she is. She is comfortable. She feels safe. When the time comes, as the walls close in around her and she is pulled towards the light of her birth, perhaps she will think it's all over, because what is existence beyond the safe space she knows? Perhaps as she enters life, she will feel separation, even despair. As the air hits her lungs for the first time, maybe it will feel more like a trauma than a miracle, because she has never seen the stars. She doesn't know the sensation of sand or blue ocean at her feet. She has never tasted grapes or heard jazz. She has never seen the sunrise or the look in the eyes of someone who is falling in love with her. All of this is beyond the small, safe world she knows. And so it may be for us. As we pass from this life to the next, we are comfortable and connected where we are. It's all we know. We can't imagine or comprehend the one who carries us. We don't see our Creator preparing a way for us and fighting our battles. And when the time comes that we are pushed from this place towards the light of the next, perhaps it will feel more like a trauma than a miracle, because we have never seen the beauty of heaven. We have never looked into the eyes of our Creator. But oh, what loving arms await us. And many people have commented on that post from Philippa. Many people have shared it because it's such a wonderful way of expressing that even though we don't know exactly how our life beyond this earthly life will pan out, what it will be like, we know that we'll be safe in the arms of our loving God. And let me finish with a story with a kind of similar point to it. It's a story of a doctor. He'd just moved into a brand new surgery. And he was in his surgery, the door was closed, he was there with a patient. And as he has finished the consultation, they heard on the door of the surgery a scratching, a little whimpering. And the doctor realised that it was his loved pet dog. And the patient said to him, "Doctor, what's that noise?" And the doctor said, "That's my pet, that's my dog." And the patient said, "Well, your dog seems very eager to come into the surgery. Does he know the place?" And the doctor said, "No, he doesn't know this new surgery. He's never been in here before. But he knows that I'm here. And that's why he's so keen to get in." We don't know exactly what heaven will be like, but we know that the God who loves us will be there. Jesus said, "I go to prepare a place for you. I will take you to be where I am." God bless you. Thank you so much for listening today.